Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. That is if you are currently a current subscriber, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel for the first time. Please subscribe, hit that like button. Don't forget to share the videos. Journey to 5,000 right now, journey to 5,000 and beyond. So welcome everybody, welcome. I'm not going to take a lot of time with the introductions. I just kind of want to get into it. Today I want to talk about time. You know, I recently had an event that occurred in my life, in my family's life. And as I was going through this whole thing, I mean, this is something I already know, but as I was going through this whole thing, I was like, man, time is so critical. So I want to talk about time. So unfortunately, my nephew, 21 years old, was shot and killed. He was robbed doing his job. So he was doing delivery, he and his co-worker, and they pulled up to deliver goods and stuff like that, and they were both shot. So the bullet went through his co-worker, and he was like behind his co-worker, kind of like bending over, moving some drinks or whatever the case is. And so the bullet went through his co-worker and then hit him where his heart is, and so he didn't make it. He died on the spot. His co-worker is still alive, thank God. But anyway, so he died 3 days before Christmas. So this is 2025, so it'd be 2024, 3 days before Christmas. 2 days, sorry, before Christmas, because he was shot and killed, robbed, shot and killed on the 23rd. So 2 days before Christmas. And the kicker is his birthday was 3 days after he was killed. So his birthday was the day after Christmas. So he would have been 22 years old, right? So robbed, shot and killed, working hard, doing his job on the 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, 3 days before his birthday, because his 22nd birthday was supposed to be December 26th, 2024. So this recently just happened. And I mean, I could talk about that in another video, but what I want to talk about is time. When it happened, and you know, at first you're processing, you're in shock, you're crying, you're going through all these different emotions and all that sort of stuff, and you don't know what to do, you don't want to. And as the days are going by, because he was buried approximately 2 weeks after this happened, as the days are going by and you're thinking, oh man, he was only 21, man. And, you know, not involved in any gangs, not involved in any sort of stuff, just out working hard. You get robbed on the job, you're shot and you're killed. Like, it just, I'm like 21, and I started thinking about the time, man. And you know, and we just don't know how long we got on planet Earth. Like, nobody knows their year, their month, their week, their day, their hour, their minute, their second. Nobody knows that time. And I got to thinking, man, you know, and this is something I know, and this is probably something you know, but I'm just going to say it again. Since tomorrow is not promised, man, how you live today is so important, right? It doesn't mean we don't make plans for the future, right? It doesn't mean that we don't save money or we don't do all that, because you got to do that stuff, right? Chances are most likely most folks are going to make it to tomorrow, right? But how you live today and the decisions you make today for tomorrow and next week and next month and next year, geez, those decisions are so important. They're so necessary. They are so necessary, because you just don't know, as they say, tomorrow is not promised, right? So I was thinking about time. Since we don't know how much time we have, you could only be so concerned about what people say about you or think about you or whatever the case is, because this is your time. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't live a good life or you don't try to live a good life, But what is your version of that, right? What's your version of that? Being mindful of maybe, you're conscious about being a good person or whatever the case is, but you can't live life just to please other people. Like, you can't live your life just to please other people because, I mean, they're living their life, you're living your life. You don't know how long you're going to be here, right? So if you're in a bad relationship right now, think about this. This person that's putting you through hell right now, every day you spend with that person is a day less for you to be happy, either by yourself or with someone else. Every day you spend with that person, whether they're physically abusive, mentally abusive, whatever they can, verbally abusive, every day you spend with this person is a day less for you to truly find your happiness with someone else or truly develop your own sense of independence and happiness, perhaps by yourself as well. Every day. So think about that when you go to bed tonight and ask yourself, well, if you only had 2 more years on the planet Earth, and that's the thing we don't know, if you only had X amount of time, do you want to spend it in a relationship where you're unhappy? Do you want to spend it in a relationship where you're being tortured by someone and you have no sense of happiness? Is that what you want, to be in a relationship like that? I got another thing for you. For those of you who are in jobs and you hate the job, but sometimes you got so comfortable that laziness is keeping you back at that job. If you only knew how much time you had, would you want to spend your rest of your time at that job? Like miserable at working for people you don't even want to work for, being around people you don't even want to be around? You wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to do that. You're living in a situation with somebody and you're not, and maybe it's not a relationship, but you're in some sort of situation, whether it's a roommate or whether it's a this or whether it's a that or whatever your situation. Hey, when I saw my nephew laying in that box, laying in that casket, and I bought his suit and all that sort of stuff. I had his suit, his shirt, his ties, whatever the case is. He was looking good, but I saw him just laying there. There's no breath. You realize, man, as I tell you all, I know, I ain't telling you nothing you ain't know, but sometimes I feel like we need a reminder because we get comfortable. And sometimes we get even comfortable in stuff we shouldn't be comfortable in. Like we'll be comfortable in our own mess. Folks be comfortable in an unhappy relationship. Not comfortable that they're happy, but it's what they know. It's what they know. But the time is not promised. It's not promised. And at some point, some way, somehow, all of us are going to leave this earth. But the thing is, could you be living a better life until such time? And that's my thing, man. It got me thinking, like, what do you need to just get rid of now? Who do you need to get rid of now so that you're living a better life? Who do you need to get rid of? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to change right now so that you don't spend your next 5 years, 10 years, whatever the case is, and a lot of that is cut short because you're miserable in a situation that you're in. It's not promised. It's not promised. Live your life. Your time. We each got a timestamp. We just don't know how. We just don't know when. Don't let people hold you back. Don't let people tell you how to live your life. Get out of those bad relationships. If you're going to change your life, change your life. Do the things, but be happy. Make those choices that are going to make you happy. Because you just don't know how much time you have. So I made changes. When that happened, I decided there's some things I want to do in my life. I'm going to talk about those in subsequent videos. Sometimes we just need stuff to wake us up. We know it, but we need stuff to wake us up. Live your life. Live your life. So I close every video with this. Do something good for someone. Always try to help out somebody, no matter how small it is. And then do good by yourself. Make sure you do something good for you as well. All right? So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, make the necessary choices. Live your life. Live your life. Choose happy.